Greetings. I got up around 3 this morning and I couldn't sleep, and all I could do was think about how when I was in prison and my cellie told me just to pray on where I was supposed to go when I got out. And I prayed for months, right? Day and night. And then one day a brochure came in the mail and it was books about many places, but the book that piqued my interest was this book about Mount Shasta. And then a few days later, one of my friends who has psychic abilities, basically, he told me, he goes, I know where you're supposed to go when you get out. You got to go to Mount Shasta. You've been chosen and invited to join the many and become the one, right? He told me how to get there and everything. So the bottom line is, when I got there, I had over $16,000 and more than enough money and ability to get there to make the 10 to 14 day hike, but I was afraid. I had fear inside of me, and I had addictions. You know, I was doing what I wasn't supposed to be doing, smoking pot, cigarettes now and then, not a lot, but in alcohol every now and then, and I was told not to do that stuff. And then I got this bright idea. I was going to get a bus and just travel around the mountain and not do what I was supposed to do, like Jonah and the whale. Remember Jonah and the whale? He didn't do what he was supposed to do, and then he finally got swallowed up by the whale and puked out. Well, the reasons why I probably couldn't find an honest mechanic to repair that bus, the reasons why everything went wrong, the more I tried to deviate from what I was there to do, the more I tried to pour money into that bus, I was in more danger, physical danger, real danger, than any bear or animal in the woods would have given me if I just made the 10 to 14 day trek and went up into the cave in the mountain and found my way back home to Telos. I put myself through more pain, suffering, misery, and real reasons to be afraid than the fear that was in my head and the lack of faith. I've seen the Lemurian ships on August 8th, 2024. I've seen a lot of other things out there. I've read books of other people that have had similar experiences where they were chosen to go there. I know a guy that had lived there for 30 years. I knew a guy that lived there for 4. One of them wrote a book about it and was in other books. So my whole point is, maybe all the problems I had were to make me get myself right and to learn what I needed to learn. And all these laws they're making against homelessness and living in buses are forcing me, no other choice but to be like Jonah when he got puked out of the whale and just go out in the woods come the summer and make that 10 to 14 day hike, naked and afraid, with clothes on, and not afraid this time. So I want you to think about this. I want you to meditate on it and let me know that I'm right. I believe I'm right. And one of the other women that I know that's psychic told me, you know, the answer's in my heart, like what I'm supposed to do. There's nowhere else to go. I can't afford an apartment on $1,305 a month with Social Security disability. I can't afford anything else. And whenever I try and do anything but what I'm supposed to do, we all know what happens. It all goes crazy. It all ends up like a Twilight Zone episode. So the only thing I can think of deep down is I have to have faith, and I have to let go of the fear of getting lost or the fear of running into a bear or something stupid, because I've already run into bears and they don't bother me. So get back to me on this, and I appreciate your time. Thank you.